So wait. I don't have to say welcome back to Super Fantasy Bros podcast anymore, I guess, huh?
Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here from NFL Red Zone, and you're watching the Super Fantasy Bros podcast. 1 hour of commercial-free podcasting starts now. Enjoy the show.
All right, we have made it. Shout out to Scott Hansen for giving us that intro. Awesome stuff. We're so excited for the season. We've been counting down the days before every single episode throughout the offseason, and now we are just 2 days away. Well, 1 day away, 2 days away right now while we're taking this, but previewing all of the games for week 1 today after Scott Hansen just got us all juiced up and ready for some football. We're going to kick it back to how we did things last year for our weekly previews by going through every matchup, breaking down the most important players, where we have them ranked, and the impact that they could have in your lineup for week 1. And of course, we'll be picking the winner of every single game and finishing up with some trivia from Q, of course. So we got to throw it back, just like last year.
Yo, I'm trying to throw it back on someone right now. I'm so hyped.
Scott Hansen?
I'll throw it back on him.
Dude, I'm so hyped for some Red Zone. Been so long. Red Zone Sunday, but football starts tomorrow. All right, let's throw it back to some cap or no cap, as I was trying to say. So we're going to get to a few cap or no cap before getting into the games. Let's start with the Indianapolis Colts. They mentioned cap or no cap. Colts mentioned they want to get Nyheim Hines more touches this season. Is that cap or no cap?
More than last year? That scares me as a Jonathan Taylor owner.
Yeah, he finished RB20 last year.
RB15 in PPR.
Oh, well.
You love standard.
You love standard. He lives on standard.
I think he's going to be like J.D. McKissick, where like if you're a Jonathan Taylor owner or an Antonio Gibson owner, you want them to get the full workload, but there's going to be Nyheim Hines or J.D. McKissick who are just going to be getting theirs as well. And he's listed as number 2 in the depth chart. So I guess that's saying something about Marlon Mack as well.
Yeah, I'm going to say no cap. I mean, I think they want to keep him involved in the passing game. I think they want to use him as their third down back. Jonathan Taylor is obviously going to be the first and second down guy and the guy in between, in the red zone and whatnot. But I wouldn't be shocked if like they're in like those 2-minute drill drives and Jonathan Taylor comes off the field completely and it's more of like a Hines role there. So we shall see how that turns out if it's cap or no cap. But he was RB15 and had 9 games last season of 10 plus points. So
it's like Chubb and Hunt.
Yeah.
Hines was efficient
poor man's
last
version.
year.
A little bit.
He was efficient. Why wouldn't you use him? Take a toll off of your one of your franchise players.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. All right. Next cap or no cap. Tyrod was announced the starter yesterday. So Deshaun Watson will not play in an NFL game this season. Is that cap or no cap?
No cap.
Who the hell knows, dude? You know, I don't know. I can't answer that.
I'm saying no cap.
Even when he is,
I'm not a lawyer.
When he's sentenced, and if he's not guilty, he's still going to get suspended from the league. So that could just be the season. Yeah. Whenever they decide on what happened.
Yeah, it's been like forever that we've been waiting on Watson news, and it's just not going to come. He's just going to be inactive every week, I guess. They still have to pay him, so they're just paying him to be on the bench. But
it's a good job.
I guess Watson.
Well, unless he goes to jail.
Yeah, we'll see what happens as that progresses. But at this point, if you want to drop Deshaun Watson, I'm not mad at you for it. Next one here, cap or no cap. Zach Martin missing week 1 is a huge loss for Zeke.
No, I don't think he's going to do that great week 1 anyway. I think they're going to be playing catch up.
That front 7 is good on Tampa Bay, and like T guys just said, they're going to be playing catch up. I feel like this game is going to end up being a shootout. And I mean, Zeke's still going to get his, but I don't see him putting up like huge numbers week 1, especially with Zach Martin being out.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys there. No doubt about it. That's going to be a tough game for the Cowboys in general. Next one here. Tony Romo said it will not be long before Zach Wilson is one of the best quarterbacks and said he has Mahomes potential.
Oh, wait. I think Tony Romo is psychic. He calls plays before they happen on the field. So he might have something going here.
Man, this is some firm cap.
Yeah, big time cap.
Yeah,
cap. He was obviously a first round draft pick, but it could happen, but I just don't see him having Mahomes potential at this point. Like that's a bold claim for anybody to have Mahomes potential.
Yeah, I don't know if it was part of the quote, but he like added maybe that he's like only a couple notches under Mahomes already, which
nuts.
Like how many times did he get hit in the head?
You got hit in the spine a lot. We know that. All right, last cap or no cap before we get into some game previews. Head coach Bruce Arians, the king of cap, says wide receiver Antonio Brown is playing how he was 4 to 5 years ago when he was with the Steelers.
No cat. No cat.
But I believe it.
I'm gonna say no cap.
Yes.
I'm thinking with T-Gods here. I think Antonio Brown still got it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not that old.
Pretty old.
I think this is like the Hines news where like if you own Antonio Brown or Hines, you're like really invested into this cap or no cap information. But I think that Antonio Brown steals most drafts, going to finish over Chris Godwin.
That's spicy. Q's been saying that.
I
don't know about all that.
I will ride with Q on this one.
I don't know about all that, but I do like Antonio Brown. I think it's going to be a 3-headed monster more than a 2, and Antonio Brown's kind of the third fiddle.
Like it's hard to imagine because you have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Gronk and whatnot, but I think if he was still in the Steelers, he was better than all the other wide receivers. But or if one of these wide receivers were gone and it was just Antonio Brown and like Mike Evans, I think Antonio Brown might be getting drafted over Mike Evans.
And Brady literally loves him. He got him on the Patriots.
Oh yeah,
and then he was gone, and then said, "Please come play with me again in Tampa." I said, "Okay."
Yeah,
He
definitely Brady's guy. He's got to be Brady's guy at this point.
As long as his feet don't freeze or he asks for a new helmet, he'll be good.
Yeah, then he'll be okay. All right. Before we get into the game previews, today's sponsor is the Thrive Fantasy app for iOS and Android. We've been preaching about the Thrive Fantasy app. If you don't know what it is at this point, you're not watching us. The daily fantasy sports app for player props and sports betting. Football season is now here. Download the Thrive Fantasy app. Use our promo code SUPERFB. That is SUPERFB. And if you deposit $20 or more, boom, instant $50 bonus. You can sign up down below if you're here with us live. If you are listening to this, go download the Thrive Fantasy app. Check it out. Use our promo code SUPERFB and win some money.
Just do a little scroll. It's literally the signups right there. Then just put some money in.
Yep. Just sign up.
Making it easy for you.
Get that account ready. Download the app. It's worth it. It's worth it.
We're all about handouts.
Nice app. All right. Let's get into the game previews. So we are going to do our picks for each game as well as we have been in the past. So we will be picking each game. At the end, you guys will be keeping track of our picks here. And as we did last year, who was the champion? Matt, was it you last year?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe
we
it was
need a
Matt.
prize this year.
But
I should have been a double champ last year, but Ryan Tannehill had other plans.
Tough break. All right, let's get into Thursday night football. Cowboys at the Bucks tomorrow night. Starting with QB1, is Tom Brady a top 5 quarterback play this week for you guys?
Yeah, I am ranked at number 1.
At number 1.
Oh my God, dude, you're crazy.
He's throwing more than 3 touchdowns on Thursday.
I thought
maybe
I was crazy
4.
for having him at 4.
I got him at 4 too.
I got him at 4.
Q's got him at 1.
Number 1.
That's
Q.
ballsy.
That's week 1. Q is all in on Tom Brady. So Q, I guess that means all of the Bucks wide receivers are ranked pretty high for you. How did you guys rank the Bucks wide receivers for week 1?
Bucks wide receivers. They're close for me. Let me
them
see
all
if I can find them.
All of them are inside the top 25.
Ooh.
Yeah, it goes Evans 15, Godwin 16, AB at 24.
Q.
All
That's
inside
not
the top
Antonio Brown
25.
over Godwin.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. I have Mike Evans at 11. I have Godwin at 18, and I'm still a little hesitant on Antonio Brown. I got him at 36.
Whoa.
I do like AB as a flex for week 1, but I want to see it before I believe it. Before
Y'all
I take
are
Bruce
way
Arians'
too
word
all in
for
on CTE
for
AB.
fact.
How?
He's normal now. He's good.
Still 3 wide
He went
receivers.
through shock therapy.
I want to see.
Tom
I want to see
Brady.
him get that volume before I start to move him closer to Godwin. Just for me.
Tom Brady gave him some avocado toast. Changed his life. Antonio Brown, normal.
I hope so. I really hope he's able to make it through this year because he's good for the NFL in general when he is playing well and mentally healthy. All right, let's talk about the running backs here. Should Rojo be top 25 for week 1? Or are you guys still riding the Fournette train?
I got him at 23. I think he's RB1 on this team. That's just me, though. There's a lot of people that think it's Fournette, but I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I have Rojo ranked over Fournette. It's only by 3 spots, just because I don't know how this backfield is going to play out. And I also think that game flow is going to play a big part in this game. Like I said, it might be a shootout. So if that's the case, I could easily see Fournette finishing over Rojo this week. But for weeks to come, it's very unpredictable.
I don't see a shootout. I think the game script is going to be a blowout. And I think the defense is way too good for this to be like a Dak garbage time game where he's just going to get all those points. So I think this could be beneficial for Rojo and Fournette.
Yeah, I got Rojo at 28. I got Fournette at 38. I'm still higher on Rojo like I was. If it is a shootout, Gio Bernard will definitely be involved. He looks like he should be a go for week 1. He'll get a couple snaps here and there, but I don't think he'll have that much of an impact. But I don't have Rojo in my top 25, but he's pretty close. I think I wouldn't be mad if you started Ronald Jones this week. I'd lean a little bit more towards Q, where I think the Bucs are going to be up in this game, but I do think the Cowboys are also going to be able to come back in the second half while the Bucs are up already, and the defense is a little more worn down. But let's move on to the Cowboys side of the ball here. Are you nervous at all about Dak going up against this pretty good defense? Where did you rank him this week?
I got him at 7. I got him at 7. And
I'm higher on Dak.
And I'm not nervous. Do I lower him a little bit? Yes. Am I nervous? No. I think he's still a great quarterback, and he could still easily score touchdowns. I mean, it's not like I think Q is piping it a little bit. I think Dak still gets his. Maybe not as much. Not as much, but
where'd you rank
he'll
Dak?
Get his.
I have him at 8.
Okay, so I'm actually the lowest. I have Dak at 10. I did lower him a little bit just because of like the matchup, but I still think Dak is a must start pretty much every week. And like this is going to be the toughest of matchups on the road week 1 against the reigning Super Bowl champs coming off of this injury. So that's the only thing that concerns me.
Playing a game in like 350 days.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Dak on the field. So that's why I have him at 10, but I still think he's a must start. If you drafted him, you got to start Dak unless you also drafted another really solid quarterback. But yeah, starting Dak. Where do you have Amari Cooper ranked compared to CeeDee Lamb? Who's higher? And like where, I guess, are they both top 20 for you guys?
Both top 20.
15.
Ooh.
I have Cooper at 14 for Cooper, CeeDee Lamb 17. So I'm still very high on Cooper.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to UQ. I got Amari Cooper 13, CeeDee Lamb 16. So I got them both top 16 guys. I think they're both close. Like I said, it's going to be one or the other every week for me, but I'm still going to lean Coop just because of how good he was last year and his rep with Dak still.
Is this a Michael Gallup game?
We know you're on the other side here.
I'm on the other side. I got CD at 11. I think that I think Coop's going to be the one that gets all the attention. He's the one that's going to get double covered, and CD's just going to feast. He's going to feast all night as the Cowboys are playing catch up, and I'm going to love it. I'm going to soak it all in. I got the connection. I can't say.
I don't know. If the Buccaneers are listening to this podcast and all the hype that you give them, they might be showing CeeDee Lamb all the attention. I think Cooper's being slept on because of CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I think CeeDee Lamb's hype has gotten a little out of whack.
Hasn't.
It's rightfully. It's fair, I guess. He's going to break out.
You'll all see.
They're close.
Sorry.
CD will be good.
Okay.
Wait, quickly? Amari Cooper today said that he proved that he is the best receiver in the league. He said he's proved it, and that's absolute cap.
That's cap.
That is cap. Yeah, cap or no cap. That's big cap. Best receiver. That's bold to say, even after playing 4 weeks last year. I mean, maybe after you play a full season, you could say that. But yeah, that's
he was on pace to be the best receiver that year last year.
Yeah, but Dak was also on pace for 7,000 yards. So that was crazy. First few games. Woulda. All right, last one here. Is Zeke still a top 10 lock for you guys this week, despite the tough matchup?
No, I have him at 13. I'm not upset about it.
Yeah, I'm at 14.
Right outside the top 10. I still like Zeke. I think that, especially with Dak coming back for his first week after the injury, I think they're going to rely heavily on Zeke. If they can get the run game going, I think that the Cowboys have potential to win this game. Do I see it happening? Not really. But I think they're going to do all that they can to get Zeke back to where he was before Dak's injury last year.
Yeah. So the defense is the same as last year. Last year they gave the fewest rushing yards, rushing attempts and or rushing yards per attempt and touchdowns. And then Zach, what's his name? Martin, the lineman. Don't quote me on it, but they ran about 60% of the time in his direction. So that's a big. And this could be the only game of the season where you're like, after this week, you buy low on Zeke. The owner of Zeke might be worried a little bit. I think he's going to be good. Otherwise, because you're playing the best defense, you can't really go any farther down. Maybe this is the week. If he does bad, you can buy low. But if he does good, then there's a hope for him the remainder of the season.
Yeah, I would agree. Just temper your expectations with Zeke this week. Usually he'll be a top 10 guy this week, right outside the top 10. So you're still starting him. Just be okay if he doesn't get 20 points. He might get like 10 to 12 this week. All right, let's pick this one. You guys got
Bucks.
I got the Bucks.
I don't want to get too cute too soon. Taking the Bucks.
That might be the cutest.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Next matchup we got is the Seahawks at the Colts. Let's start with the Seattle Seahawks. Are you nervous at all about Russell Wilson going up against this solid Colts defense?
No. He's still a top. I have him at 10, so maybe I am a little nervous. But,
you are nervous. I got him at 7. I'm not nervous.
I have him at 8. I feel confident in him.
Yeah, I mean, over the years, Russell Wilson's been up and down himself, but I think he's pretty much matchup proof. Like, he can succeed against any defense. So, especially with his weapons still, I'm confident in Russ this week.
And somewhat improved offensive line.
Yeah, slightly improved, slightly upgraded. But how about Carson, Metcalf, and Lockett? They're all must starts for week 1 for you guys too.
They're must starts every week.
Don't get cute.
Yeah,
Start your studs.
The only one who otherwise week to week is probably going to be Lockett.
Yeah.
The other two, I'd almost guarantee a Lockett.
Yeah, but you're going to be real salty if you don't start Lockett and he gets one of his 60-point games. So you got to
start Lockett. He's too big of a boomer bust not to start. Like, his boom is huge. We saw it last year in 3 games where he dropped, like, he'll win you a week essentially. And if you bench him during that week, that's going to hurt a lot. But I know it's tough. Last year he was definitely inconsistent, but hopefully he gets a little bit better this year in terms of consistency. But yeah, start your studs. It's week 1. Moving on to the Colts side of the ball. Is Jonathan Taylor top 10 for you guys this week? Maybe even top 5?
I have him at.
I got him at 9.
6.
Actually, I'm at 5. So I like Jonathan Taylor a lot this week. Seahawks run defense is not good there. I think they're a bottom 10 last year. And their defense really hasn't improved much at all. So I like Jonathan Taylor. As much as Nyheim Hines is also going to be involved, I still think Jonathan Taylor's the guy to own. And they want to run the ball.
Yeah. Especially if Wentz doesn't play.
Yeah. Speaking of Carson Wentz, if he does play, is he a starting option for fantasy against the Seahawks secondary?
Hell no.
Honestly, he could be.
Dude,
but
stop, dude. Stop. Please
the Seattle
don't
defense
speak.
is
Don't
not,
speak.
Why isn't he?
No, because he's too risky. You haven't seen him yet. He doesn't have T.Y. Hilton. Start him. You can't start him confidently this week. He could go off. Like, he could have a good game.
Like, who are you starting him over that you have on your
that's
team?
what I was going to say. If somehow you did not draft a good quarterback and you have to stream.
Yeah, maybe in like a
he might be
16-team league.
option.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a lot of guys that we're going to say for this week that you want to see first because there were so many injuries last year.
Yeah, I
guess
definitely want to see Wentz, especially coming off that foot surgery and everything. But if Wentz is good to go, should Pittman or Paris Campbell be flex options, or are they too risky for week 1 too?
I've at least picked
wait.
Pittman.
Yeah,
if you're going to pick one.
I mean, I am starting Pittman in my flex, so I kind of have to. I didn't draft that great of a flex. I mean, I have some running backs, but they're also risky with Javonte Williams and whatnot. So
$8 on Paris Campbell.
I do have Paris Campbell also, just to
$8.
secure $7, to be fair. Just to secure my wide receiver core. Either way, I'm starting Pittman. I'm not 100% confident in it, but he's a flex option if you don't have that flex depth there. All right, let's pick this game. Colts, Seahawks, who you got?
Seattle.
Seahawks.
I think it'll be close, though.
Another sweep coming in?
No, I'm taking the Colts.
Actually?
Why? Because they're at home?
Yeah, it's week 1 and they're at home. If Wentz is playing, can I put a clause in here if Wentz is playing?
No.
All right, fine.
We could have done that so many
it's too
times
risky
last
then. I'll take the Seahawks. If Wentz is playing, I'm taking the Colts, though. Like, personally, I think they can win that game.
Still
On the road.
It'll be close.
It'll be close. All right, Jaguars at the Texans. Texans offense is an absolute snore fest. Is Brandon Cooks the only viable player on this offense for week 1?
Absolutely. You know what I want to say, though? So we know Tyrod Taylor's history of rookie quarterbacks taking his job. Davis Mills. They need to. He's a rookie. They just need Tyrod Taylor needs to cover his ribs, not see a doctor, and just pray to God that because Baker did it to Baker, then Justin Herbert is Davis Mills the next rookie star.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he gets benched at some point for mediocre play. But
either way,
Davis Mills is definitely a stretch from Baker Mayfield.
Some of the shit that Q says.
I'm not saying he's going to be a starter. It was just something like, did you ever think about it?
No.
Rookies take Tyrod Taylor's job
They
due
do.
to injury.
They do. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's able to get through at least week 1. But moving on to the Jaguars, let's not talk about the Texans for too long here. Is Trevor Lawrence a sneaky quarterback play this week against this awful, awful defense?
There's upside because of the awful defense.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on who you drafted, but I have Trevor Lawrence at QB 13, so he's like right on the cusp of being a starter in a 12-team league for me this week. What about you guys?
I have him at 14.
I got him at 12.
16. Sorry.
You guys a little lower, but I mean, he's right in that.
I need to see him. I need to see him. That's all. But this is like the
He's
best
got the
start
weapons.
to a career that you can ask for. Like
Best
this is the worst
matchup.
defense ever yet. Like
And I mean,
like
he was
college
decent
defense.
throughout the preseason, and he didn't even have all 3 of his wide receivers playing with him during the preseason. So, I mean, once he gets out there full go with DJ Chark, Chenault, and Marvin Jones and James Robinson in the backfield, I think that this Jaguars offense is just going to do the Houston Texans very, very dirty.
Yeah, I would agree. And leading into the Jaguars offense, James Robinson, Matt's number 1 guy here. Is he a top 10 play for this week in week 1?
Gotta be.
7.
Yeah, I think I have him right at 10. Definitely
10.
like
I have
James
10.
Robinson this week.
They
So.
signed Duke Johnson today to the practice squad.
Dookie Duke.
I don't know how he wasn't signed.
He's been floating
He's
around there.
bad.
Duke Johnson
He's
for
just-
revenge game against the
he's old.
Texans.
stop.
No, stop. Yeah, James Robinson, definitely top 10 play. If you have him, you're starting him. But more interestingly, how did you rank the Jags wide receivers for week 1? And did any of them crack your top 30?
Just Chenault, honestly.
Chenault, I have at 32. Sean, you're going to hate me, but I have Marv next at 40, and then I have Chark right at 42.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm completely flipped. I got Chark at 29. I do have LaVisca at 43 and Marvin Jones at 46. So I'm still in wait and see mode.
Marvin
Chark
will
was-
be the best one.
Chark is the one that has been the best for the Jaguars in the past. Obviously, Marvin Jones has also been really good in the past, and LaVisca's got a ton of upside. So honestly, all 3 guys are kind of in wait and see mode. They're all flex plays if you have them, but definitely a little bit of risk involving all of them. Obviously, one of them's probably at least one of them's not going to go off in this game, but never know. I think all 3 of them could snap against this Texans defense.
Could happen.
It could happen. All right, let's pick this one, guys. Jaguars, Texans. Who you got?
Jags.
Jags.
We
it
got to
is.
disagree on one of these games.
I'm sure this next
I
one
tried
coming
to.
up. It's
I
coming
tried
up.
to.
It's right here.
I wasn't allowed.
somehow it's right here.
Let's see how much of a man of your word you are.
Who?
All right.
You.
We got the Eagles at the Falcons. Let's start with the Birds, as we all are Birds fans. Does Jalen Hurts crack your top 10 this week against this Falcons defense?
Quarterback 6.
Got him right
Ooh.
at 10.
I got him at
6
8.
Q. Yeah, I think I'm right with T-Gods. I got him at 8 as well. So definitely like Jalen Hurts this week. He should be a solid QB1 option. If you drafted him, this is definitely a good week to start him. Falcons
This-
defense is
Yeah,
putrid.
there's another like bottom tier passing defense that hasn't really improved at all.
Definitely start Jalen Hurts. Obviously, there's some risk involved in that, but honestly, if there's any week to start him, it's got to be this week. Is this game primed to be a big Miles Sanders game against the Falcons defense?
Not
We
even
don't
a
guys
little
not super
bit.
high on him.
If anything, it's primed to be a big Devonte Smith game.
Ooh, okay. You don't think the Eagles could get up and run the ball?
No.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, definitely
I
not.
don't. I do not. I think that Falcons offense is a little bit underrated. I mean, they got rid of Julio. We all know what Ridley's capable of, and they just brought in Pitts. So, and they have Mike Davis. And our front seven is not the greatest, and we've gotten run all over in the preseason. So, I mean, the Falcons could be up big, and then we got to climb our way back.
Say his name, Matt.
And he was waiting for
Say
T-Gods.
his name.
Doesn't mention Russell Gage again, talking about the
Didn't.
Falcons offense.
Sorry.
Always disrespecting T-Gods guy here.
I could feel
Awesome.
being a
I'm starting
Boston
him.
could be a solid
I'm about to
game.
start. I'm about to start him and tell Matt to suck it.
I think if you have Miles Sanders, you're starting him,
Yeah.
especially where you had to draft him. I got him in RB17. I think he's a solid RB2 play this week.
But being an Eagles fan, you know that it can also feel like a Boston Scott game if they're down because they're just going to bring in the guy who can receive. Maybe even Gainwell. Maybe. But
Yeah, probably not too often too early for Gainwell, but yeah, definitely Boston Scott's going to be involved. There's no doubt about that.
especially because they cut Jordan Howard and carry on.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of passing running backs, but Jalen Hurts is also going to be the guy that opts to run anyways. So we'll see how that all pans out. But for the pass catchers, Matt already mentioned Devonta Smith. We definitely all like him. What about the other guys? Rager probably doesn't have any value for this week, but Goddard and Ertz, how do you see that working out? Are you comfortable starting either of those guys?
I put Goddard and Smith in the category of you're starting them if you have them. I guess maybe Smith. I don't know how many better options you have, but Rager and Ertz are in the category of I need to see Ertz's value with him on the field, and Rager needs to just prove that he can stay on the field.
Best thing Q's ever said.
Yep, that was very intelligent.
Yeah.
Not bringing up backup quarterbacks.
Yeah, I liked
Gardner
all that,
Minshew.
Q. I agree with all of it. Let's move on to the Falcons. Did you downgrade Calvin Ridley at all going up against Darius Slay?
Hell no.
Nah.
No chance.
He'll get
Yeah.
his.
As much as we talked about Darius Slay last year on the podcast, he's definitely still a very solid cornerback. It's not going to be an easy matchup for Ridley, but Ridley's still going to get his. I got Ridley
That
at
volume
7.
is going to be outrageous.
You don't want to know where I have Ridley.
You got him
I
at
got Ridley
3,
at 5.
No.
5.
I got him
1?
at 2.
Oh, wow.
He's going to feast.
I
He's
don't know,
going to feast.
I think you could feast against a poor cornerback. It's still going to be a good cornerback for him. It's going to be a little bit tough. That's why I got him at
can
7.
get beat. He's
good.
not
He's-
God.
Anybody can get beat.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. He's good. He's definitely above average. I'm not hating on Slay, but
Last time they played, I think Slay was more on Julio, but I don't remember exactly.
I think he was.
Yeah. Julio did have that last minute catch against, I think, the first time, whoever. We don't need to talk about this. I don't even know. what game it is. For moving on to Kyle Pitts, what are your expectations for his NFL debut?
Now he's going to feast against the Eagles' poor linebacking core.
What about Alex Singleton?
He's
MVP.
not more. Of a, he's
Stop.
not much of a
Poor
coverage guy.
excuse
He's
of a linebacker.
more of a blitz guy, tackle guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a captain this year.
Yeah, he's a captain. He's a good player. He's still
By
not a coverage
no
guy. He's
choice.
not, he's not covering Kyle Pitts and locking him
No
down
way.
for.
I don't think
enemies.
anybody really is locking Kyle
Well,
Pitts down.
Yeah.
Last year, Alex Singleton had to cover Claypool on like his 4th touchdown, so he might be having to cover Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, we'll see. Kyle Pitts, he's definitely a start this week. You're starting Kyle Pitts. I think he could have a really solid game for his NFL debut against this team. And other than that, for the Falcons, Mike Davis, you're probably starting, even though it's not the most pretty thing. Eagles do have a better run defense and secondary. But is Russell Gage a flex option in week 1, T-Gods?
Yes.
give me a reason he's not.
I don't have a reason he's not.
There
Other
we go.
than kind of want to see a little bit more of him. But I like him a lot. Gage is definitely a flex option for week 1. All right, let's pick this game. Eagles at the Falcons. Who you got?
Eagles.
Go
I,
Birds.
I said it on
Go
the NFC
Birds.
South pod. Eagles win by 12 or more.
Yeah. T-Gods?
I'll take the Falcons.
Against the Birds in week 1.
Week 1.
Bro,
That's
we're going to
sacrilegious.
suck.
We're going 0-17 just because of T-Gods.
There'll
Wow.
be those weeks where they play the Bucks and the Chargers and the whoever, and then I'll have to go against the Eagles. Maybe we'll see. Maybe the Eagles are going to blow up and just be good.
Eagles are going to be good. We'll see. All right. Next game here. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Washington football team. Let's start with LA. Are you comfortable with Justin Herbert going against this very good defense?
I am. I'm
I
not
have him at
ever
11.
uncomfortable
I got him at 9.
with Herbo.
I mean, I'm comfortable with him. I definitely am starting him. I have him at 11-2 Q. So like my expectations are downgraded a little bit. But again, similar to what I said about Dak, Justin Herbert, we saw the talent last year. You're definitely starting him if you drafted him.
Yeah, nothing stopped him last year other than that one game against the Patriots. He did everything.
Don't bring that game up. Bad
Yeah.
game.
That was just a very
That was
fluky
a
weird
bad
game.
game.
Bill
starting
Belichick
Herbert.
knows how to
Belichick.
stop rookie
Set it
quarterbacks.
and forget it.
Yeah, you're starting Herbert, and also you're definitely starting Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler, no question. Anyone else startable on this team? Mike Williams?
Not right now.
Nah.
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah, everybody's wait and see. Start your studs for that team. It's the big 3 guys. Other than that, wait and see. Moving on to the Washington football team here. Antonio Gibson, Terry McLaurin, and Logan Thomas. Are they all locked in as top 12 plays at their positions for you guys?
Indeed.
Yep.
Yep. I think all of them are starting options this week. Gibson and McLaurin should definitely both be very solid this week.
Where do you have
Logan Thomas
Gibson?
should be good too.
I got Gibson at 6.
Yeah, I'm at 5.
Yeah, I'm
Damn.
definitely high on Gibson this week. I have him at 9. I'm actually lower than you guys.
I got him at
Chargers-
11.
Still
I'm
an
asleep.
RB1 for me.
Chargers defense is another defense that has to prove themselves because they're never
Yeah.
healthy and together.
Yeah. And Gibson's going to be super involved. I mean, they want to get him the ball. So I think he's going to be rock solid for week 1. Anyone outside of them more starting for week 1? I don't think so. JD McKissic's the only other guy that was relevant last year. And
Curtis
in week
Samuel.
1,
Maybe Curtis Samuel.
yeah, maybe Curtis Samuel as a flex.
We're reaching though.
Yeah, I think I'd rather wait and see on him too. He was also banged up heading into this game. So let's pick this game.
Chargers.
Chargers.
That just
Chargers it is. Chargers a
Ooh.
sweep. I'm not
Fuck
taking
They-
Washington.
Yo,
All sweeps except for one.
Chargers are full of heartbreaks. I hope they don't break my heart.
New coach though.
Yeah. Yeah, new coach. We gotta hope. We gotta hope the Chargers curse.
Coaches can't play.
But they can call plays.
All right, let's move on to the next game here. Very interesting game. We've got the Steelers at the Bills. Definitely one of the better games this week. Starting with Pittsburgh. Najee Harris should be a full go. Where do you have him ranked for his NFL debut?
Got him
15.
at number 13. A little bit
Yeah.
higher than Q.
I got him at 15 too, Q. I got him right there with you.
Y'all
Only reason I
hate
have
him.
him. Only reason I
Where
have
you
him
got him
at
at, you
13
guys?
is because
Top
of his
Yeah.
workload. I mean,
Top
that
10?
workload is going to be crazy.
Is he number 10?
No, I got him at 8.
8.
Bro,
He
he's
got super high on Najee for week 1.
The one part
got a
of
feel.
Bills defense upgraded specifically was their D line. And we know the offensive line of the Steelers isn't too great. So I'm going to use that narrative. But the volume will be there. But I think it's going to be more of a passing game for them.
Yeah.
I would agree
I
with
think
that.
of all games this week, this one might have the best chance to end up in a shootout.
Yeah, I'm comfortable starting Najee Harris. You're obviously starting him if you have him. I do just have my expectations tempered a little bit. He is a rookie. I want to see it happen on the field in an NFL game on the road against the Bills before I put all my ducks in on him as a RB1.
What?
What do you mean, what?
You said put your what?
My ducks in on him.
Ducks. You ever hear that?
I never heard that before.
No.
Not necessarily in on him, more it's like get your ducks in a row kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've
Get
still
all your
never heard
ducks
of
in a row.
that.
Yeah.
You guys are too young. You'll learn
Yeah.
one day.
I'm older than you.
You guys are both older than me.
We're both older than both of you.
My guess is we have dads with old sayings. All right, moving on to the Steelers wide receivers, our favorite topic every year. How do you have their wide receivers ranked for the first game of the season?
T God's favorite topic.
Why is it my favorite?
Last
No, you
time,
said you hate
like 2 weeks
talking about
ago,
him.
you did not want to talk about him. The wide receiver pod. You said, "Don't bring
Oh
him up."
yeah, dude. I hate talking about them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know where I went, but I was somewhere else.
I have Deante at 19, and then it goes Juju at 29, Claypool at 30.
Ooh, Q, we're close. I am very high on Deante. I have him at 18, and then I have Juju 29, Claypool 31. So, like I said, this game might end up being a shootout. If that's the case, Deante Johnson is by far the favorite to have the best game.
I can't wait for the day where I can rank Deante Johnson inside the top 12 because he has the potential. I just hasn't
I mean,
seen it.
for me, I kind of have them. I just want to kind of see how this offense shakes out. I'm not 100% sold that it's just going to be the Deante show. I do think he's definitely the favorite. So I have him at 25. I have Juju 31 and
Jesus.
Claypool 34. So I'm just lower on all three of them. But I think they're all, you're definitely starting Deante Johnson where you drafted him. And then Juju and Claypool are flex plays for sure for me.
Yep.
But for the Bills, Josh Allen and Diggs both locked in as top 5 guys, even with the tough matchup against the Steelers defense.
Both at 5.
Yeah, I agree. I think actually I'm both. I have Josh Allen at 5. I got Diggs at 4.
Bro, why
Yeah.
can't I get on the Diggs train? Why can't I accept the fact that he's so good?
Are you stuck in the Minnesota days? Sean accepted.
I
it. Now
moved
Jake-
on,
I
dude.
can't. I can't.
I was the biggest Diggs hater when he was in Minnesota. I just did not like him. Did not like drafting
Diggs
him.
was
But
good in Minnesota.
But
he was
streaky.
okay.
Okay, and then if you're okay and you have Adam Thielen on the other side, and then you come to the Bills and you're the number 1, you don't think you're gonna have like a
Nobody did.
improvement?
He
I
was ranked.
did.
Okay, but you still had him ranked at like wide receiver 20, not wide receiver top 5.
All right, yeah. Nobody was expecting that.
Nobody saw this coming, but I'm on the train now. I'm on
He's
the dig
there.
type train.
He's there.
Number 4 for me this week. He's gonna eat.
All right, I'll try to do better.
All right. Pretty much avoid other Bills players for week 1 unless you're in a deeper league, unless you're looking at anyone else.
A player that I'm looking at that I'm hoping to get some information from would be Zach Moss.
Well, yeah, definitely monitor the backfield. Zach Moss and Singletary, see who gets the most touches. I think I'm with Q though. I would definitely want to see Zach Moss get some work there.
Please.
All right, let's pick this game. Who you guys got? Steelers or the Bills?
Bills.
I'm taking Buffalo as well.
Buffalo Bills.
Another sweep. Week 1. We're pretty
Come on,
basic
someone
here.
get bold.
It's too early to get bold. It's scary. I tried to
This
get
is the
bold.
best time to get bold. This
These
could
matchups suck.
give you a nice lead.
I tried to get bold, but Carson Wentz is not guaranteed, and I can't do it.
All right, you know what? I'll take the Steelers.
Okay. I'm not stopping
You
you.
didn't have to be bold this game, but
Yeah, you could have waited another game.
No, because I think that the Steelers definitely have a legitimate chance to win this game.
all
If
right.
Steelers were home, I'd consider it. At Buffalo, I'm still taking the Bills.
Made it sound like you were a hero. You said, I'll take the Steelers.
I'll take it.
I'll
I'll
be
step
All
up.
right, when
I'll
this puts me
be
in first after this week, you'll see the hero I am.
All right. Well, we will see. All right. 49ers at the Lions. Pretty much the only Lions you're starting are Hawkinson and Swift now that he is ready to go. Pretty much wait and see on any receivers. You guys agree with that analysis there?
Yes.
And I think for Swift, even though he is coming in banged up, I still think he's like a low end RB2 this week for me.
Yeah.
I think you still have to
Gotta
start him
start him.
where you drafted him, no doubt. You hope to see that he's fully healthy and ready to go. But for the Niners, a little bit more interesting there. Is Mostert a top 20 play for you this week against this Lions defense?
19.
Ollie.
I got him at 21.
Ooh,
I got him at
man, way outside.
16.
Yeah, I got him at 18.
I like him.
He's
but
good.
I think that they might try to get Trey Sermon involved as well.
They could late in the game. If I still think it's Mostert's backfield. The only thing you're scared of is an injury.
He'll
But
score. I bet you. I'd put money on
Yeah.
it that he scores this
I
week.
think he scored like almost every game he played last year.
Wasn't many, but
I'm confident in Mostert this week for sure. Definitely start him if you got him. For George Kittle, he's locked in as always. But getting more interesting here. How do you guys have Debo and Ayuk ranked heading into week 1 with Ayuk still coming off this hamstring injury?
Where do you have Debo? That's what I want to know.
I got Debo over Ayuk for week 1.
oh my
dude,
God.
You don't deserve my answer then.
Wow.
I got Debo at 24, Ayuk at 26, both low end wide receiver 2, high end flex plays. I'm a little bit nervous about Ayuk's hamstring. He just got back to practice on Monday. Still scares me a little bit. Debo's actually the more fully healthy one at this point, which is kind of crazy to say. And if Debo's healthy, I'm going to
He's
roll with
never
him for this
healthy.
week. If he does get hurt, though, obviously. But
Never
I
healthy.
like Debo.
I know.
I mean,
Got
I'm sure you
Ayuk at
guys.
21.
Yeah, I was
I
going to
got
say.
Ayuk at 21 too. Where do you have Debo?
Way down there.
I got him at 33.
Oh!
What? You got him at 33 too,
Yeah.
guys? Q, where do you have him?
I have Debo at 28, but I have Ayuk at 25.
So you're closer to what I have.
Me and T guys have a big gap. I
You
think
guys have the big
if
gap.
Ayuk's out there and he's healthy, he's just gonna get fed.
We at least all three of us can agree that Ayuk is better.
Yes. I hear you guys. I think long run of the season, Ayuk's going to be better.
Do you hear
But-
us though?
Debo's healthy.
No.
Ayuk's banged up. I'm taking Debo this week. All right. Other than that, let's pick this game. Who you got? 49ers or Lions?
Niners. See,
We're
man, now
sweeping,
this
right?
would be a game that you should be
49ers.
bold
This-
on.
No
Why?
way.
Why? Lions have no shot at winning.
It feels like one of those guaranteed picks for like a survivor
Yeah, this
pool,
is like a
and then the
survival
Lions
pool
somehow
pick,
win
then-
and they upset it. Dude, remember, I think it was like a couple years ago, Bucks over the Saints week 1. That was crazy. All right,
That's tough.
Vikings at the Bengals. Vikings are pretty easy for us to kind of go through here. Dalvin Cook must start, top 3 guy against this defense. Is J. Jeff also top 5 this week?
I got him
Mm,
at
Number
7,
6.
Right
I got him
after
at
Kyler.
5.
I put him in 5 too. I got him at 5. Cincinnati's bad defense. J. Jeff's going to feast in his first game.
Yes.
More interesting, where do you have Adam Thielen ranked for week 1? So he was actually drafted more as towards the low end of the wide receiver 2s. Probably around
23.
20. What do you got him ranked?
20.
I got him at 15.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. I got him at 15. Adam Thielen's going to feast.
Why
He's
are
their
y'all so
biggest red
sleep
zone
on
threat.
Adam Thielen?
But
Yeah.
I think
Top 10
Julio
last
scores
year.
more points. And
It's
I
gonna be
think
Dalvin
DJ
Cook
Moore
game.
scores more points. And I think Deante Johnson scores more
No Irv
points.
Smith against this horrible
I
Chris
Bengals
Herndon.
have
defense.
Thielen and Deante Johnson 10 spots apart. Thielen's 10 spots higher. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I like Thielen a lot this week. I definitely think he scores a touchdown against Cincinnati. Touchdown monster pretty much the last couple of years here. Biggest red zone threat for them. Love me some Thielen.
I'm going the other way. I think it's going to be a big Cook game.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's why I have him ranked lower.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big Vikings game in general. I think their whole offense is
I
going to
feel like every game's a big Cook game, though.
Yeah.
Big Cook game. Shut
Well,
up.
I guess that'll always affect Thielen's rank.
I don't even have them.
All right, well, let's move on to the Bengals. Are you comfortable starting Joe Burrow in week 1 as your starting quarterback?
I will never be comfortable starting him ever. I'm sorry. I just can't get
Ooh,
behind the
out on Joe
I
Burrow.
can't get behind the Joe Burrow train.
I like
For
Joe
me,
Burrow,
yeah,
but
at least not week 1.
not
He's
week
coming
1.
off the injury.
Coming off the injury, Vikings they've revamped their defense a little bit. I got him at 15. I think he's a start if if you waited on quarterback a lot, but definitely a little risky this week. I want to see this offense come together.
Yeah.
What do you guys have my boy Joe Mixon ranked for week 1? Is he a top 10 play for you guys?
11.
Hell to the fuck no, I got him at 14.
I got him at
Damn.
18.
Damn. Vikings runs defense was one of the worst run defenses last year.
I
got
don't
him at 8.
care.
Yeah,
don't
but I
care.
also think that the
Ocho.
Vikings go up in this game,
And then Joe Mixon catches passes out of the backfield.
No, Joe Burrow just throws it to 3 better receivers than Joe Mixon.
We shall see. Oh my God. I hope Joe Mixon goes off so I can just be so excited for the recap. All right. How did you rank the Bengals wide receivers that Matt just mentioned?
Higgins 22, Boyd 27, and then Chase at 33.
I like it.
Oh,
If you asked me like a month ago, I would have.
because I do not trust his hands whatsoever. But I
Dang.
agree with Q on the first two. I also have T. Higgins at 22 and Boyd at 27.
Yeah,
When
I
I got
put-
Higgins.
At
Go ahead, you guys.
27. Am I sleep on Higgins?
There.
Yes.
I got him
Yeah.
at 23. So
But you're not-
I'm-
It's not on purpose.
I got him as a
He's-
low end wide receiver too.
He's one of those players I just like. I don't know why. I just know nothing about him.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a couple
I
guys
don't
that
know
are like
why. I just,
Yeah, he was really solid last year. He was very consistent. I like T. Higgins this week, and they're going to have to throw to keep up with Minnesota's offense. So T. Higgins, 23 for me. Not as high as on Boyd as you guys. I do have him at 35, though. I do think he's a flex option. And yeah, I'm with Matt. Jamar Chase, I got him at 40. I do not want to start Jamar Chase week 1. I want to see it before I believe it. Although, did you hear what Jamar Chase said? He said he wanted to put Patrick Peterson on his highlight reel, or can't wait to add him to his highlight reel.
What an idiot.
what a beast.
Crazy. That's bold talking for week 1, man.
That's some Jake Paul trash talk,
Yeah.
trying to come in one of the oldest defensive backs in the league.
right.
Come on. Do it
All
against Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's
Oh,
pick this game.
Jalen Ramsey counter already.
We'll talk about them. All right, let's pick this
Vikings.
one. I'm taking the Vikings.
Really, Sean?
Vikings.
Yeah, I love
All right.
Mixon, but I don't think Mixon carries him to the win.
All right.
All right,
Who you taking, Teagues?
Come on, man.
he's taking the Vikings.
All right.
All right, let's do the Jets at the Panthers. Public service announcement: please avoid all Jets for week 1 unless you have Corey Davis as your flex option, or if you went 0 running back theory and you have Michael Carter as your RB2 somehow. Please wait and see on this entire offense.
Yeah, if you
Thank you.
have Michael Carter as your RB2, you have a problem.
Big problem. Yeah. Wait and see on this whole offense. It's honestly a pretty good matchup for them. Panthers defense isn't good, but can't trust them yet. Can't trust anyone on that offense yet. Moving on to the Panthers, though, is Sam Darnold a sneaky quarterback play in this revenge game in week 1?
I have him at 20. So I guess Matt, where do you have him?
I have him at 20.
Big Darnold guy.
Actually, I'm
Uh,
at 17. for
got him at
week
If he
1.
18.
if he performs well this game, I'll have a little bit of faith in him. I mean, it's only against the Jets. Their defense isn't the greatest by any means. But I mean, if he looks efficient, if he's throwing the ball and he's throwing it efficiently, then yeah, I'm back on the Sam Darnold train.
If he looks
if
efficient.
you're-
You hope he throws efficiently.
If you're ever starting Sam Darnold, I feel like it has to be this week.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like this is the week to do it.
Yeah. It's his revenge game. It's week 1. And you're going all in on the Panthers
Yeah.
offense if you start him. But obviously, I would assume we all have Christian McCaffrey locked in at number 1 against this horrible Jets
Come
defense.
on.
Probably every week we'll have him at 1.
But as we talked about a lot last year, DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, where did you rank those two? Is DJ Moore back on top at the start of the season?
I have him at 20. Yes. Robbie at 36. Or actually 24,
wow.
Sorry.
36.
No, okay, so you have Robbie at 24?
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong. I don't even know what I was
36. I was like, damn. I got DJ Moore at 17, Robbie at 20. I got them both as top 20 plays. It's pretty close, but I definitely like both of them this week as wide receiver twos.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep. Start them. Jets defense, not that great. Let's pick this game. Jets at the Panthers. I'm taking Carolina.
Yeah. Keep it sweet.
No one's taking the Jets. Don't look at me like that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a sweep. Sweep it up. All right, another great game. Cardinals at the Titans. This could be the shootout of the week. We shall see. But starting with the Cardinal side of the ball, Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins, are they both locked in as top 5 plays for you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Always.
Forever and ever.
Yeah, they should be pretty much every week. I got them Kyler 2, D-Hop 3. You're starting them. Don't overthink it. Moving on to the Cardinals running backs, though. Where do you have Chase Edmonds ranked for week 1 against this bottom 10 run defense from last year?
21.
I got him at 22.
I got him at 27 because I just want to know what's happening back there.
Yeah.
The more that this offseason has progressed and we've went through the preseason, I was kind of sleep on James Conner. I think he's going to have a much bigger role than I expected, at least. So I'm just a little hesitant on making any definites on Chase Edmonds right now.
Yeah, I would agree. I got Edmonds 25. Just want to a little bit wait and see. I like Chase Edmonds a lot. I definitely still think he's the most talented back in that backfield. But I do think Connor's going to be involved, and I think this is going to be more of a passing game for the Cardinals anyways. So moving on, before we move on, any other Cardinals worth starting for you guys?
Don't say a Q. Don't.
He wanted to. So.
I gave him the opportunity.
AJ Green.
Oh my
Stop.
God.
He's not starting.
Don't say. Alley-oop.
All right. Moving on to the Titans. Derrick Henry, obviously locked in as a top 5 play. Start him. But what about his quarterback, Ryan Tannehill? Is he also inside your top 10 for this week?
Number 10.
I got him at 11.
Matt, disrespecting Tanny.
I'm disrespecting him more. I got him at 13.
Oh my
I'm
God.
holding a little bit of a grudge against him because he did me dirty last year. But, I mean, yeah, he could for sure finish in the top 10 this week against the Cardinals. Like you said earlier, Sean, this could be the shootout of the week. I think it's going to be the Steelers and the Bills, but this is right there behind it. Yeah, that's about it.
All right.
This
All right.
defense isn't too great, though, is it?
Nah.
Who?
The Cardinals?
No. Cardinals defense is not great. Titans defense is not great. They're both like average. So
Big game.
yeah, big game. I got Tannehill at 9. Moving on to their wide receivers. Wow. How do you have AJ Brown ranked compared to Julio? Are they close, far apart? Both top 15?
AJ
6 to
at
19.
7.
I'm sorry.
7 to 18. Julio 18. AJ Brown 7.
I guess I'll close the gap. I got AJ Brown at 8, Julio at 14. So around both top 15. I like them both this week. I still think Julio's still going to get his. He's still Julio Jones.
Maybe they both finish top 10 this week.
Easily could finish both top 10. I got them both top 15. So Julio's right outside. Wide
Matt, you
receiver
have
one
him in
territory.
both. You have both in the top 10.
No,
Okay. You scared
Top
me.
15?
I did not. No, I have Julio slightly outside the top 15 just because I want to see how they incorporate him in his first week back.
Yeah, true. Good point. Still like both. You're starting
I'm
both
not
of
as
them either
biased
way.
as Sean.
Not that biased. I just think Julio Jones is a great wide receiver. If anything, Cube's the Julio Jones
The best.
fanatic here.
The best. The best. He's going to be playing against the best.
Who's
All right.
that?
Hmm?
DeAndre Hopkins, boy.
Not AJ
DeAndre
Green.
Hopkins is covering Julio Jones.
He could cover him.
Lock him up. All right, let's pick this game. This one's actually
Titans.
pretty interesting. Who you guys got?
Titans.
I'll go both. I'll take Arizona.
I'm
Give me the
taking
Cardinals.
Arizona.
Give me the Cardinals. Give
I
me
don't
it.
know if that's bold. They're both good teams.
Yeah, I know. But Titans are home.
Arizona.
Dude, this is hard.
This is the toughest one all week.
Yeah, this is a really close game. I'm taking the Cardinals, though.
And there's another one that's close.
Yeah.
Give me like 5 more seconds.
All right, take your
4,
time.
3.
Taking the Titans.
All right.
Let's go.
I mean,
The
that's your
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl pick. You got to
champs.
go
It is
with
my
them.
Super Bowl pick.
Oh, yeah. They're going
Gotta
20
start
-0.
off strong.
All right, moving on to the Browns at the Chiefs. The age-old question: Odell and Jarv. How did you rank them for this Week 1 matchup? Are either of them startable for Week 1?
OBJ
No.
could be a flex start.
Yeah, I got them both ranked in my flex options. I mean, we all know I'm very
I just
biased
don't
towards Jarv.
trust them.
Jarv PPR machine.
Yeah, PPR machine. Gonna game where they got to throw a ton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got OBJ 27, Jarv 30, both as flex plays.
I have Jarv at 40, OBJ at 25.
Yeah,
Dang.
I think they're both flex plays for me this week. I think at the Chiefs, they're going to have to throw as much as most games. They're going to have a good run. Like they're going to run the ball a ton. I think this is a week where they could end up getting behind and they're going to have to throw for the second half. So if any week, I think both of these guys will probably be higher for this week than any. But for Chubb and Kareem, how do you guys have them ranked and like comparatively? Is Kareem Hunt a top 20 play also?
I have Hunt at 27, Chubb at 9.
Wow.
The last year the Chiefs were a bottom tier red zone defense where they gave up more touchdowns and field goals, so it could be a big Chubb game if they get inside the 20.
Yeah, could be. I think I'm a little bit different than UQ though. I have Kareem Hunt a little bit higher. I have Chubb at 7, so I'm definitely all in on Chubb. But I have Kareem Hunt at 20. I do think, as I mentioned already, they could have to throw a lot. Kareem Hunt's more of the pass catching back. So as much as he didn't catch that many passes last year, I still think he's a better pass catcher. So
Sure.
they'll definitely bring him in later if they're down.
Start them both.
Start them both. More Kareem as a RB2 flex. Definitely start Nick Chubb, please. Don't get cute.
Please.
And for the Chiefs, I mean, we're not questioning the Chiefs. Mahomes, Kelsey, and Hill at worst should be top 3 plays this week. And then talking about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, should be a pretty high-end RB2 option for you guys. Did you crack
17.
your top 12?
Got him at 15.
15.
Yeah, I got him at 16. So
He is an elite RB2 option this week. I feel like the Chiefs could go up, run it with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, I still hate Baker Mayfield, so I don't know if he'll be able to keep up with the Chiefs offense. So if that's the case, then Edwards-Helaire should get so much volume in that second half.
yeah.
Also, Austin Hooper could be a sneaky tight end play. Maybe. He could be a big part of the offense. Okay.
Yeah, for the Browns. I mean, if you waited as long as Q did to draft a tight end, then you
I
can
was
think
getting
about
sniped every round.
it. All right. Let's pick this one, guys. Who you got?
Chiefs.
Yeah, you got to take the Chiefs.
Shifts.
Can't get cute right now. Although I do really like the Browns this year in Kansas City. Come on. Got to take the Chiefs.
They did give him a run for their money in the playoffs.
Exactly. But Chiefs. All right. Dolphins at the Patriots. If there is a week to start Devonte Parker, it may be this week with Will Fuller suspended. Where did you rank him? And then what do you think about Jalen Waddle? Are you just waiting and seeing on him?
Definitely waiting on Waddle.
Especially against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did not rank Devonte Parker inside my top 45.
Yeah, neither did I. Unfortunately, loving D Park. I think it could be a big Mike Gesicki game.
I got D Park at 42. So I actually think he's like a low end flex, but you probably have better options. So don't start him unless you're in a deeper league. Could be a Mike Gesicki game as well. He has had some pretty decent games against Patriots in the past. So if you're looking for a tight end to fill in, I think he's one that's an option. How about Myles Gaskin? RB2 this week against a better Patriots defense this year?
Always RB2 every week.
Ooh, okay.
Love
You
me
got
some
all the way
Gaskin.
back in on his guy here.
I was never out.
We were a little nervous after they started saying it was going to be a 3-headed monster, but yeah,
You
I
were
got a
a little
23.
nervous.
I was more
Little-
nervous.
You were a
little
little
bit.
nervous.
My take was he's going to be outside the top 25, but we'll see about that. I don't know if I even believe that anymore. RB23 though, that's where I have him. So low end wide receiver 2,
Wide receiver 2.
running back 2. I forgot what position he played.
But it's
okay.
also like Salvin Ahmed, they like him, and I don't really believe Malcolm Brown's really a threat. But
Yeah.
Salvin Ahmed could still have some sort of role. But
Yeah.
I am very high on Gaskin.
Yeah, you're starting Gaskin if you have him, more likely than not. Moving on to the Patriots. Are you comfortable starting any Patriots for week 1, or is this team also in kind of wait and see mode?
Wait and see. Hopefully this week shows something because the Dolphins defense is good, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think if you need to, it's one of the tight ends or it's Damian Harris.
Yeah, you
Damian
want to see
Harris.
what tight ends targeted more, what running back is used more, and maybe
Yeah.
I guess the same thing with the receiver.
Yeah, you really want to see this game. Really want to see this Patriots offense. Not necessarily want to see this game, but all right, Dolphins at the Patriots. Let's pick this one. Who you got?
Patriots.
Patriots.
All right.
I thought I was going to be bold saying Patriots, but I guess you guys.
Yeah, I'm
you
taking
guys
the
see what
Dolphins. I'm
you
taking the
guys-
Dolphins. Please give me the Dolphins.
Okay.
Mac Jones' debut. Dolphins were a really good defense last year.
Bill is just Bill
Picks.
Belichick.
Bill Belichick.
He knows what he's doing.
Knows how to win.
Yeah,
Not
we'll see
with
about
Cam
that.
Newton.
All right, Broncos at the Giants. How did you rank Melvin Gordon and his rookie counterpart Javonte Williams for week 1?
Melv ahead of Javonte, only because, I mean, we don't really have anything to go off of. They said Melv was their guy. I believe him. Why wouldn't he be? But I don't see Javonte Williams taking too much of a role in week 1. So I got Melvin Gordon a good amount ahead of Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
I got him closer than that. I got him 30 and 33, just both flex plays for me at best for week 1. I'd prefer not to start either, to be honest, but they could get some work against this Giants defense. How about their wide receiver core? Is Judy over Sutton for you guys? Judy's been getting a lot of hype lately out there in the fantasy world. How did you rank those two?
I have them at 29 and 30. I don't think they finished that low, but I just don't. I just want to see what happens there.
There's guys ahead that'll probably finish guaranteed higher. I've got Judy at 37 and Sutton at 31.
Yeah, Q. I'm closer to that. I have Judy 32. I mean, not Judy. Sutton 32. Judy 39. Just kind of wait and see on both of those guys too. I want to see how that shakes out. But I think both are solid flex options if you have them. Is this a week where you should feel okay trusting Noah Fant or no?
Nah,
No, I'm
When could
telling
you
you
have
guys, don't start Noah Fant.
I don't like him.
He's healthy. I mean, he's not that healthy, but I got him at 10. Like,
Yeah, I've got him at
if I
10
have to
also.
start him, I'll start him. But I'm not
doesn't
preferring
use
to.
tight ends. Doesn't use them.
We shall see. Teddy Two Gloves.
I want to
What's
see a
he do?
new man in Teddy.
Yeah.
He
a
also
man.
hasn't had a tight end.
Yeah, Kyle Rudolph.
He had Kyle
No,
Rudolph, and
but
Kyle
no
Rudolph
offense,
finished like
better
tight
than
end
him.
38 or something.
Rudolph was pretty good back in the day. All right, let's move on to the Giants. Enough talk about Teddy Two Gloves here. Saquon is expected to play week 1. He is a must start unless they say he's going to be on like a very small snap count.
No, he's
I
must
agree
start
with that.
regardless.
You're starting him no matter
Stop.
what the hell they say.
If they say he's playing 15 snaps, you're starting him.
But what if he's
No.
doing well? I think they can.
But
like,
they're not gonna say that.
They can rescind that
Sometimes they do.
statement.
Being a full go for week 1 is not a 15 snap count.
Well, they said he's expected to play. They did not say full go.
That
I believe he
I
did
don't
say
know
that.
what you're
They
reading.
did say full
He's
go.
not gonna
Saquon
be a-
said that.
They said
He
full
did.
go.
Full go.
I don't know if I trust that.
He's
dude.
I
already-
don't trust that either.
I'm a little nervous. I'm definitely starting him if he's active and he's playing, and I don't specifically say he's on a snap count.
It could be like the reverse of last year when we said start Keenan Allen and then he was on a snap count. Or no,
Yeah.
he got hurt. Never mind. But I think Saquon, regardless, snap count, not, he's starting. And who are you going to start that's better? Unless you
No, I'm
draft a
saying you're
million
starting
running
him.
backs.
But if he is on a snap count of 20 or fewer, I am not.
He will
I-
make the
I'm
most
I'm
out
looking
of
to
it.
my bench.
If they come out and say that, I would consider starting Damian Harris over him. Consider it.
I don't know. I think
Would I do it? No.
Saquon 20 touches, he can make more out of that than Damian Harris a whole game.
20 snaps, not touches.
Regardless.
That's like 10 touches.
No,
Yeah.
they're
He's
going
not
to
not
touching the
even.
ball every snap.
You don't know
All right.
that. He's the offense.
All right. Whatever. We'll see with Saquon. If he's active and they don't say he's a snap count, you're starting him. How about this wide receiver core? Are you trusting Galladay in week 1 against this defense? And if he does sit out, if he is banged up enough to sit out, how about Sterling Shepard or Slayton?
I want to hear he's a full go also to feel any type of good with him starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Um,
all
And then
scare
even
me.
if he
Yeah.
doesn't play, I'm not starting anyone else.
Yeah.
No.
I think if you're super deeply, maybe, but
I'll
definitely
take
not.
Shepard then.
Yeah.
Definitely
exactly.
not Ingram because he's not playing.
Yeah. All right. Let's pick this one. Who you guys got? Broncos or the Giants? The G-Man.
Giants.
I'm taking the
Broncos.
Broncos. Yeah. Give me the Broncos, T-Gods. Give me them. All right. We're splitting up. All right. We got a
There it
few
is.
more games to
Wait, Matt,
get
who do you
through.
take?
I took the Giants.
Oh, yikes, dude.
2 Giants picks.
but still fuck them.
You took Teddy two gloves.
Teddy
I
two
did.
gloves about a feast.
I took
All right.
Noah Fant.
All right. Packers at the Saints. Rodgers, Adams, Aaron Jones. Are they all locked in as top 7 plays for you guys?
Come on,
Yes.
man. Come on.
Easy money. Start them. Robert Tonyan, only other Packer worth a start.
Has to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you drafted Tonyan,
Over
he's
Noah
probably
Fant.
your best tight end. So you're starting him. Yes, over Noah Fant for me as well this week. Moving on to the Saints. After Alvin Kamara, are you starting any Saints for week 1 or waiting to see how this offense looks?
I don't think we would start them
consider
2, 3,
Marquez
4.
Callaway. Would consider it only because, well, I mean, no, I wouldn't, because
They got a really good corner, don't they?
The Saints defense is good enough to hold the Packers to not too many points to where they would have to play catch up.
Like
But-
35, you think?
Like 28.
You want to see like if defenses like contain Alvin Kamara in some way, where then they need to use a receiver. Then we'll look for a
Yeah.
receiver next week.
I mean, Alvin Kamara torched the Packers last year.
Yeah.
Was that the Christmas game? Oh man,
So
Yeah.
I'm
Kamara's
sure the Packers still won.
you're starting Kamara. He is this entire offense. Don't get cute. But other than that, yeah, I'm waiting and seeing. Callaway is like a bold flex play for me. All right, let's pick this one. You guys got
Packers.
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 Go Pack, go.
Easy money. All right, Bears at the Rams. Tough matchup for both teams because they both have pretty good defenses. Where does this put David Montgomery for you for the Bears?
Got
I think
him
it's
12.
13. I think he's going to be
No.
the second receiving option, obviously. But Andy Dalton will look at him heavy.
I got him at 14. I don't know about
do
the
you
second
look at
receiving
it?
option.
Yeah, that was
Who's-
absurd.
Who's after?
Darnell Mooney.
No, I think Allen Robinson. Well, I mean, I think Andy Dalton will be safe with it.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to check it down, no doubt. So definitely like Montgomery. But how about Allen Robinson with Dalton at the helm and Jalen Ramsey counter going
Who
up against Jalen Ramsey?
cares?
Ramsey Island.
I got him
That
at
made
12.
me downgrade A-Rob a little bit. I have him at 17, only because it's not Justin Fields out there week 1, and he is on Ramsey Island. I mean, the Rams have one of the better defenses in the league, so I think they're going to be able to get pressure on Dalton for some miscues, and I just going to temper my expectations on A-Rob for week 1.
Yeah,
Last year
I'm with you.
against the Rams, he had 4 catches for 70 yards on 4
11.
targets. So he caught,
Mediocre.
I'll take that.
he caught all his
free 11.
passes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not what I want from my wide receiver 1.
Of course
My
not.
low end wide receiver 1. I got him at 19. I do like A-Rob. Obviously, you're starting him, but just a little bit tempered expectations. Tough matchup. Andy Dalton still throwing him the ball. But I mean, I guess he was catching passes from Nick Foles, Trubisky. So whatever.
And Brett Favre.
Darnell Mooney, too risky to flex in week 1 for you guys.
Yep.
Could be
yeah.
a Russell Gage factor where like all the attention's one way.
Yeah. Mooney
does
did
something,
route Jalen Ramsey last year. Everybody loves that
Yeah,
clip.
so did Hunter Renfro.
Hunter Renfro.
I
Stop,
guess it's
please.
the downfall of Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, maybe it is. For the Rams, are you comfortable starting Stafford against this Bears D?
Absolutely. No running backs. Like we don't know who the running back is. I don't think they know who the running back is. And Stafford's gonna have to throw it. I think he's good.
I low-key am a little bit comfortable.
I'm pretty comfortable. I'm a little nervous. Bears defense is pretty good. I got him at 12. So like he's a low end QB1 for me. But a little bit nervous. A little bit of hesitation.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. It's week 1. I want to see him on a new team. But Woods and Cup still both top 20 plays for you guys.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
You have Cup
Woods at
outside that
10?
top 20.
I got Cup at 24.
I got Cup at
Damn.
21.
Damn.
I've got
I
Cup
do
at
have Woods at
13.
12.
I have Woods at 16. I'm a lot higher on Woods this year rather than Cup. I mean, I made that known in previous podcasts. I just think Robert Woods is overall more productive, but not taking anything away from Cooper Kupp. I think any given week, even over the entire year, he could easily finish over Robert Woods. But going based off last year, I just like Robert Woods a lot more.
New quarterback.
Start them both.
Yeah.
Can't go
I think
Start them
wrong.
both.
All right,
until they
it's fine,
figure
it's
out who the running back is, I think these guys are going to be top. So that's why I have Woods at 10.
The running back is Henderson.
We know Henderson's
mean,
the running
Sonny
back. He is
missed out.
coming in as questionable.
fine. Any Sunny.
Is Henderson
Sonny.
someone? Is Henderson someone you would wait and see and you would want to bench this week to see how he plays, or would you be comfortable starting him as your like RB2 or flex?
Well, some people drafted them to where they have to start him.
Yeah.
I would start him. I mean, how quickly can Sony Michel really pick up on the playbook?
Yeah.
It's not his first day in the league.
Okay.
Hey, but it's a whole different team.
It's going from Belichick, and
You know
Belichick
how
did not
football
like him.
works. They just all
Probably-
run the same plays.
Different names.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not super comfortable. I definitely tempering expectations just because of the injury and whatnot. I do have him at like 29, so not super high on Henderson, but I do think if you got to start him, you're starting him. All right, let's pick this game, guys. Bears or the Rams? Who you got?
Rams. Jinx.
Yeah, too easy. Taking the Rams.
Jinx,
Yes.
show me a pop.
All right, last but not least,
Let's go.
It is
Monday Night
last.
Football, Ravens at the Raiders. Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews, both top 5 this week against the Raiders.
Man. Come
Yeah.
on.
Hey, I'm big on Lamar Jackson. I got him at 3.
I got him at 2.
Love me some Lamar this week. Raiders defense, no good.
No
Mark
good.
Andrews, you're definitely starting him too. You're starting any other Ravens? Gus Edwards, Hollywood Brown.
Gus, for sure.
Sammy
Gus.
Watkins.
Fuck
Watkins.
no.
Week 1, Sammy Watkins. It's kind of a different
Yeah.
breed. Yeah, Gus Edwards, he's a low-end RB2 for me. I think he's worth a play. But Hollywood Brown, I'd prefer not to start if I don't have to. But he could easily catch a deep ball this week. I mean,
Good.
it is the Raiders. He could be a nice game for him, but not trustworthy enough for me. All right. Are you comfortable starting any Raiders outside of Darren Waller against this defense for week 1?
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, not even close. No, thank you. No, thanks. Let's pick this one. Let's finish it up, boys. I'm taking the Ravens.
Ravens. The Ravens.
Baltimore. All right, lock it up. Sweep for the Ravens.
More.
Easy.
All right, let's do some trivia with Q before we get out of here. What do you got, Q? What do you got for us? We're ready for week
All right,
1 of football.
So I made sure these questions were a lot more organized, and hopefully Matt likes them because I have to do what he likes. But they're all questions that relate to week 1 in some way. You'll see. All right. So question number 1. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Hold
So
on.
God,
I'm ready.
next time he's hosting this shit. All right. So week 1 last year, this RB totaled 36 fantasy points, finishing as RB1 on the week.
What?
This running back had 36 fantasy
No, I
points
heard
week 1.
you. It's just really tough to think of off the spot. 36. Dude, it could be anybody.
PPR. Sorry.
Anybody.
Literally anybody. Who went off last week? Last year in week 1. I don't remember, man. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark.
I
I'm
can
pretty
give you
sure-
a conference if you'd like.
No.
No.
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but I'm just taking a shot in the dark. I know we had a good
Fuck.
week 1, but
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. CMC.
wait, what the
CMC.
fuck's my answer?
Chris
there it
McCaffrey,
is.
Chris Crabtree, and James Robinson. It was Josh Jacobs, who we just almost spoke about. I
Yeah, we didn't even talk about him.
Douche.
Did CMC play week 1 last year?
think so.
I'm pretty sure he did. That's
when
why
he
I
got
said
hurt.
That's why I said it too.
Yeah, we didn't mention Josh Jacobs. I mean, if you have him, you're probably starting him, but definitely lower your expectations against the Ravens.
Yeah.
All right. James Robinson, I was wrong. James Robinson had 30, I think, in week 1.
Nope, he had 36.
No, yeah, James Robinson.
Oh, sorry.
That's why I just wrote someone that had a good week 1. I didn't know it was 36.
He was oblivious.
All right. Question number 2.
He said nope, 36.
Week 1 last year, this running back had 15 rushes and only 6 yards to show for.
What?
Very
That-
bad game.
This is
That's-
the first one that came to my mind. I don't know why, but this is just who came to mind. No, this can't be right. This can't be right. This can't be right.
Ready?
No. Wait.
Take your time. I'm ready. Eddie.
I'm not.
Matt, who you got? You got it? You know who
I
it
know
is?
it.
I know
it.
Matt's got it.
No way you
know
know it.
I know it
How do you know it?
because I just do my research.
Sean, you'll be mad that you didn't know after I say it.
I might know it.
All right,
Actually,
I'm,
all
going
of
back,
you
I'm
should.
going back to my original answer.
All
All
right,
right,
whatever.
3, 2, 1. Show the answers.
I don't
Adrian
know why.
Peterson.
I don't know why.
Zeke and Saquon. It was Saquon.
Damn it, dude.
Oh,
I have him. I looked at his 2020 game log.
And I also mentioned earlier in the podcast how he had a bad week 1 That's why. Oh no, it was before we even recorded. I said that I lost the map.
That was a big
Saquon-
receiving
did.
game for him. He had 6 catches for like 60 yards.
And he 15 carries for 6 yards. That's
Yeah, that was
garbage.
horrible.
A line's terrible. That's we got hurt the next week. All right, question number 3. There's only one more question after this. I forgot to mention. So week 1 last year, this AFC quarterback went 19 for 20 passing and 142 passer rating. Who is it? 19 for 20. Only incomplete one incomplete pass.
I know it is.
I still don't know like AFC versus NFC.
Come on.
At what? Come on. I know exactly who it is. I feel like I'm like
Yes,
85% sure.
I'm guessing.
Tyler, you got an answer?
I'm guessing, yeah.
All right, show your answers. Minshew, Tua,
No,
Josh
he
Allen. It was
knows
Minshew.
Yeah, let's go.
Was I at least in the right conference?
You were.
Did you say Tua?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said Tua.
I'm pretty sure Fitzpatrick started the season, did he not?
He
I was
did.
gonna say Fitz, and then I was like, who the fuck started?
I thought that saying AFC would give it away a little bit. Maybe.
Minshew. I remember they beat the Colts week 1. That was supposed to be like the easy, like, oh, Colts are gonna
God,
beat
that
the
was our-
Jaguars.
Yeah.
All right. So this is for 1 point. There have only been 5 players to post top 10 week 1 results in multiple seasons over the last 5 years. 3 of them are receivers. Can you name the 3 receivers? So over the last 5 years, only 3 receivers have had top 10 week 1 finishes in multiple seasons.
Okay. Top 10?
Yeah.
It's gotta be
3 receivers.
I don't fucking know, dude. One has got to be out there.
No, because we have talked about this guy.
Then yeah, I'm wrong.
All right, whatever. I'm ready.
All right, we all ready?
Yep.
Show them. DeAndre, Devontae, Thielen, D-Hop, Diggs, Julio, D-Hop, Adams, Diggs. It is last 5 years. No, none of you guys are right.
Damn
It's Antonio Brown, Tyreek Hill, and Deshaun Jackson.
See, I got one.
You got one.
Oh, I can do one. So there were also 2 other players were quarterbacks. I don't know if you guys would like to do that for a point.
Do I get
Yes.
a point or not?
No.
No, you have to
Why?
get
Get all
them.
3.
Oh, that's dude.
Yeah,
There's
come
like
on,
out
keep
of a
it to one,
million
like,
names, dude. I
one
need to get
fucking-
all
All right,
3
all right.
right.
You get a sorry.
You can't just hand out the point now.
all right.
Like, she was
There's
not trying to give me
hundreds
my
of
point.
receivers,
Yes, I know.
You got-
but he
you
and I
wanna-
need to
should have been
get
said
3 of
before.
3 out of hundreds. That's
Do you guys
that-
do you want to do the quarterbacks or should I just
Sure,
tell
just
you?
do the quarterbacks.
There are 2 quarterbacks.
So wait, top
Over-
5, top 10
Same question, but there's 2
over the
quarterbacks
last
that
3 years.
5 years.
5 years. There's no way that's correct.
All right. If I guess if you get 1, I'll give you a point.
All right. 5 years? Holy shit, Taki, dude.
There really
a
weren't
long
that
ass
many
time.
good quarterbacks in 5 years.
I know, but that's so long ago. Like,
And I'll tell you,
was Mahomes
If I
even in
get
the
both
league?
of these, if I get both of these,
one of these are
It's-
kind of out there.
Oh my god, fuck.
I'm out there. Fuck.
Not that out there, but kind of out there.
All right,
What,
I'm
dude?
confident.
I don't have any quarterbacks written down yet.
I'm
Give me
confident.
give me a second here. I'm gonna go with this guy.
Yeah, go with that guy. It's wrong.
Wow. Fuck you, man. Yeah, can we get a point if we get one of these? Can we announce that
Yeah,
before?
sure.
That's
Alright, bet.
bullshit. Then I get a point for the
Oh, yeah, I
last
thought-
one.
I thought we
Whatever,
just
Then I
said you
get
got
a point on the last pod.
No, we're past that.
Oh, wait, I need one more quarterback. I gotta think of somebody.
This shit's rigged.
Whatever. I'm just gonna write this
Yeah.
guy. I don't give a shit.
You're lucky you're the one who got the Saquon. Now you want to still call it rigged.
All right, whatever. Let's go.
Matt Ryan, Fitzpatrick, Matt Ryan, Rodgers,
Ryan
Matt
Rodgers.
Ryan. It was Drew Brees and Alex Smith.
Weren't even close.
He got.
Alright.
How did we have the same?
You can
exact-
give
Alex
T-Gots a
Smith,
point.
since
I
when
don't
did he
care.
play last year?
No, last 5 years. He could have been his first.
Wait, what?
Bro, the question makes no sense.
The last 5 years. So from now till 2016, or whatever the last that span, Alex Smith had 2 top 10 finishes, or maybe more, in that 5 years, only on week 1.
Whatever. I don't care.
Bad question.
What?
Bad question, dude. We're just naming quarterbacks that are good.
That was out there.
Alex
But
Smith,
I got Gardner Minshew, so I got 1 point.
Matt needs to go to trivia school.
Do you need to go to Steve Harvey school?
Yeah, real shit.
All right. We have gone on a little long here, so let's wrap it up. That's it for the week 1 preview. We will be, oh my God, what just happened? We will be back next week with our week 1 recap and week 2 preview. That means there is football this weekend. Let's go. Make sure you're following us here on Twitch. If you're watching, throw us a sub on YouTube as well. We're on Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, wherever you get your podcasts. If we're not somewhere, let us know. We'll make it be there. Also on Twitter at SuperFB Podcast, Instagram at Super Fantasy Podcast, and TikTok at Super Fantasy Bros. We will see you guys next week. Peace.
All right.
Enjoy week 1, baby.